All right, welcome back to your day 2 with week 1 with our Vinyasa flow. So we're going to pick up where we left off from last week. So very similar flow sequence, a lot of repetition that you guys can still get familiarized with these types of poses. But as we move on into the semester, we'll pick up and add a few different ones. So there's going to be a little variation, but still very similar to what we did in our first video. So go ahead and have a seat. Meet me in the center of your mat. So we're going to start with that seated meditation again. So this is a great time to go ahead and close the eyes, place those hands right on top of the knees. Think about that string that starts from the crown of the head all the way down to your tailbone. As you think of someone pulling it, it allows that chest to be nice and tall, the lengthening of your spine. So go ahead and find that position. Really just get yourself comfortable. This is also a great time too, that if you want to just be completely silent, make sure that there's no other music around. And that way you can set your intention for today's class. So nice deep breath in through the nose, exhale out through the nose. So still think about that Ujjayi breathing. As you inhale, you're breathing through the nose, and as you exhale out through the nose, you're still trying to create that foggy mirror. You're just doing it through the nose. So as I'm speaking, you should be still focusing on your breath. So really think about that inhalation, expanding the rib cage, getting nice and tall, and allowing that exhale to be nice and long. Taking your time, letting all that air out. Now let's begin breathing in through the nose and out the mouth. So nice deep inhale, and now long exhale out. So as you are sitting there and focusing and concentrating on each breath while I speak, this is a good time to kind of set your intention for this class. Put your thoughts away with all the other things that you have going on in your life, just thinking about the next hour or so that we have together, just keeping that focus, setting your intention of being present, working on the poses that might be a little challenging for you. The whole preface and the whole purpose of yoga is to always improve yourself little by little. It's a de-stressor, so if you come with a lot of things going on, this is a great way to decompress and allow that stress to release. Keeping that focus on your breath, nice big inhale, and long exhale out. Think about those shoulders. Make sure they're not shrugging up towards the ears. They're pulled back away from them. We think about that string and bring that chest nice and tall. You may have started to round a little bit and gotten comfortable, so nice tall chest. Big inhales, long exhales out. Breathing. Nice deep breaths in. Maybe even hold it for a second and then let it all go. Good. Keep that breath. Allow yourself to kind of settle into the seated meditation. Very good. Slowly open your eyes. We're going to go ahead and move, and we're going to flip over to our tabletop position. So we're going to start with a little warm-up of just moving the body a little bit as we settle into the poses and create some heat, and then we get into those sequences that allow us to build more heat. So we're going to start into child's pose. So with child's pose, I want you to kind of give yourself a couple inches back. That way we can reach out and still have our hands on the mats. We want to be sitting on our heels. And then you're going to reach out in front of you. You're going to drop that forehead down onto the mat. So go ahead and start there. So as you reach, you want to think about pushing your hips back, forehead on the mat. If your hips are slightly elevated and you can't reach your glutes to your heels, that's okay. Just find that level that works for you. It's a great way to use your arms to kind of push back as you reach, because we're thinking about elongating in both directions. Your arms are reaching forward while your hips are being pushed back. So there's that lengthening of the spine. So I'm here reaching forward, feeling it through the lats, the sides of my arms, while I'm pushing back with my hips, and I'm feeling it all through the low back and tailbone and glutes. So we're staying here for a little bit longer. Nice deep inhale, long exhale out, and go ahead and relax those elbows a little bit, just letting them melt onto the mat. Couple more breaths here. Keep breathing. Go ahead and straighten out those arms and kind of use those fingertips to walk a little bit more forward, feeling a deeper stretch through the sides of your body. Pressing down slightly so you can keep those arms locked out straight. This is a nice, relaxing pose that at any time during our practice and in our semester, this is your safe pose. You can always come back here. All right, using your hands, you're going to push yourself up so you can come into a tabletop. Wrists and shoulders are going to be stacked in one straight line. And so are our knees and our hips, because we're going to come into cat-cow. We did this last time. So hip width apart, shoulder width apart. We're going to inhale and extend and look up. And we're going to exhale. We're going to round chin to chest. Inhale, we're extending and looking up. Exhale, we're rounding and exhaling out. Thinking about tucking that chin into the chest. Inhale, extend and look up. And exhale, round. Keep moving with your breath. As you inhale, you're extending. And as you exhale, you're rounding. Maybe you're going to hold it in one place a little bit longer if you're feeling that little sensation within that spine. You're like, oh, this is tight. I want to hold here. And kind of wiggle it back and forth. You can move that head a little bit to side to side, down and up if you need to. I'll let you have a little freedom here. Kind of see how the body's feeling. Couple more. Inhale, extend and look up. And you exhale and you round. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, we round. Good. Coming back into that neutral position. We're going to sit back down into our heels in a second. We'll start with our right arm. This is called thread the needle. Reaching up nice and high. You're going to bring it underneath, and we're going to push back onto the heels, and we're going to rest onto that shoulder. So then this left arm is going to come a little bit more in front. So folding there, feeling that stretch in that shoulder. Breath in and then breath out. Good, and then slowly bring yourself back up into position. This time we're going to be a little bit more dynamic with it. So inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, swing it through. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swing it through. A little bend in that left arm. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, through. One more here. Up. And exhale, through. Awesome. Now to the other side, we're going to start with that hold first. So inhale, bring the arm up. Exhale underneath through that right arm, pushing back on the heels, extending the right arm in front, and just resting on that left shoulder. Ooh, definitely feeling on this side a little bit more. Nice deep breathing. Good. And slowly bring yourself back into position. Now to be a little bit more dynamic with it, inhale, arm comes up. Exhale through, a little bend in that arm. Inhale up, exhale through. Inhale up, exhale through. Inhale up, exhale through. One more here. Inhale up and exhale through. Awesome. Bringing yourself back into that tabletop. All right, we're gonna come into our first downward dog. So go ahead and tuck those toes, using your arms to help lift your hips nice and high. Settling into that downward dog. Our feet should be as wide as the mat. Knees are straight, arms are locked, caressing, so your head can go through and looking behind you. Your hamstrings are nice and tight like mine. Your heels are elevated, but as you start to allow them to loosen up, your heels might be just hovering over the mat. Let's go ahead and walk the dog by bending one knee, keeping the other leg straight, and kind of going back and forth. And adding some movement here now, getting that blood flow a little bit. And just breathe in. Adding some pushing through, presses with the arms, with the head through. You can bend both knees and straighten them out, whatever feels good for you. All right, finding that stillness. We're gonna come up on our tippy toes. We're gonna walk 1 foot at a time, bringing them in the middle and to the front. And then from here, we're gonna roll it up nice and slowly, back up to stand. All right, we're gonna start with our sun salutation A. Move into that a few times to build that heat. And then we'll get right into the nice little pieces that we have for our flow today. So mountain pose, bringing your toes and heels together, standing nice and tall. Just pulling those shoulder blades back. Our abdomen, our abs should be nice and engaged. Legs should be locked straight, so squeezing with those quadriceps. Let's go ahead and inhale the arms up. And we're gonna exhale and bow, bring our hands to heart center, release. First, forward fold. To me, it's always the most tight, so we're gonna hang out here for just a second, dropping the head and neck, letting it relax. If you're feeling a lot of pressure, tightness, you can bend the knees to allow the hands to come down to the mat a little bit easier. If you're feeling pretty good, you can keep those legs nice and straight. And all you need is just a little soft bend if you need it. Again here, kind of going back and forth with the head and neck. Let's come into ragdoll, grabbing those elbows and kind of just swaying back and forth, feeling different sensations. One side might being a little tighter than the other. Feeling a little tenderness, all normal. And remember, not holding your breath and always breathing. Go ahead and release. We're going to straighten out those legs as best as we can. Placing our hands on our shins, nice flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. And then we're going to exhale and round. We're going to bring the hands down. We're going to step it with the right and then the left, coming into our first plank. Tucking those elbows, we're going to drop the knees. Chaturanga, gently lowering. Inhale to cobra as we keep the elbows bent, gazing forward into cobra. We're going to tuck the toes. We're going to inhale and exhale as we push up into downward dog. We'll go back into it, hips nice and high. And breathe. Coming up to those toes, 1 foot at a time as we come back into our forward fold. And then hands on our top of our feet. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, round. Arms by your side. Inhale all the way up, right into it. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale. Step it now with the left and then the right. Come into your plank. Drop the knees if you need to. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Kind of settling back into that downward dog. Taking a breath here. Up on those toes, looking at our fingers. I'm going to step it one step at a time so we can come to the tops of our mats, bringing those feet together. Hands on top of the feet. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale, round arms by the side. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, round, moving a little faster. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop it, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Shifting the weight onto the left. Inhale, right leg high. Swing it through and bring the left leg to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. F. Exhale, down. Inhale, all the way up. Right into it. Exhale, round. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop it into plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Taking a breath here. Nice deep inhale. And long exhale out. Shifting the weight onto the right. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, swing it through. Step it with the right. Coming in back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, all the way up. And bring your arms by your side. All right. I'll give you guys a few seconds here to grab some water. Well done with getting warmed up. Hopefully you're feeling the heat like I am with my body. We're gonna move on to our next flow sequence. So kind of similar to what we do. So for this week, Sun Salutation A is a sequence that is repetitive, flowing down, plank, downward dog. And then when we're there, we then add different pieces. So we're gonna do a very similar pattern where we'll start with one on each side with one pose. Then we'll do that, and then we'll add another. And we'll start back up at the top. The first pose, the second pose, the third. Circle it back up, first, second, third, fourth. That way you guys can get in a rhythm, and that way it clicks a little bit more. So some things are repeating and some things might be new. All right, and at any point, if you're feeling super confident and you want to take off on your own and add a little bit more to it, you're happy to do so. So back at the tops of our mats, we're gonna flow into that Sun Salutation A. We're gonna start in that mountain pose, so meet me there. Let's take a breath here. Let's close our eyes. We're thinking about grounding our toes onto the mats, creating a nice, good, sound, solid foundation. Chest is lifted. Fingertips are spread apart. All right, inhale, bring those arms up, and exhale, we round into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it or hop it. Come into plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. All right, starting with our right leg up first, shifting the weight to the left. Inhale, and then exhale, swing it through. We're gonna come into that warrior one. So warrior one, arms are up by the ears. Remember, front knee bent, back leg is straight at that 1/4 degree angle. We're here. Let me go ahead and kind of move this a little bit so you guys can see. Try to be in the center of my mat. Biceps to ear, chest lifted, hips are squared, okay? We exhale, we bring our hands down, we send that leg back, we're back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra, and exhale, downward dog. All right, other side, shifting the weight onto the right, left leg comes up, nice and high, swing it through. Dropping that back heel, making sure heels are staying in one straight line. Inhale, warrior one on the left side. Holding it here, chest is lifted. Finding a gaze in front of you that you can focus on alongside watching me. Take a breath. Exhale, bringing hands down. Back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Awesome, keeping that hips nice and high. Shifting the weight onto the left. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, swing it through, back into warrior one. Holding it here. Sometimes just holding these poses can be the most difficult, so this discipline, making sure things are in the right direction, chest is lifted, gazing forward, abs nice and tight. All right, opening up to warrior two. So this is where our back leg perpendicular, heels in a straight line. Kind of the weight is a little shifted on the front, but still I'm putting pressure on the back leg, but I'm really working that right quadricep. Both hands are straight out in front, creating another nice straight line, fingertips are together. I'm gazing right in front of you. Breathe in, exhale. Let's come back to warrior one. Chest up, exhale down, send it back, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Hips high, gazing behind you. Breath in and out. All right, shifting the weight on the right, left leg up. As you inhale, exhale, swing it through. Woo. And gently come up, warrior one. And also, take your time coming into each pose. Sometimes lifting the head may get you a little dizzy. So that's why important deep breaths. Squeezing through that left quad, chest lifted. Keep that focus. And now we're gonna open and we're doing warrior two. So warrior two, heels are perpendicular, straight with the heels, straight with the arms, gazing in front. My left quad feels like it's doing a lot of the work, squeezing through that muscle, back leg straight, but still flexing that quad. Awesome job, everyone. Keep it there. Inhale, bring yourself back to warrior one. And drop the hands down. Step it back, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. All right, let's take a breather here. Nice deep inhale. And exhale out. All right, continuing on, shift the weight on the left. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, swing it through. Inhale, warrior one. Holding it here, chest is lifted. As you get back into these poses, goal is just to improve yourself a little bit more. Inhale, straighten, open, and exhale, warrior two. Fingertips together, squeezing that left quad. Right knee is bent, chest up, gazing forward, creating that straight line. Breathe. Now we're gonna inhale, we're gonna straighten the arm. We're coming into triangle. We're gonna place our right hand either down at the shin. If you have a yoga block, pretending with my water bottle, I can come here and hold the left arm up. If you're flexible enough, you can place your right hand right next to your ankle, fingertips are lightly touching. And we're thinking about pushing the hips back as I'm looking towards the left side of the room. Hold and breathe. And at any time, if you need to look a little bit more detailed, you can always pause the video and kind of make your way into the pose of where we're starting it or turning it back to play. On your inhale, use your abs to kind of help you up. We're gonna come back into warrior two, back into warrior one, and send the arms down, and that leg back into plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and exhale, downward dog. All right. Taking that over to the left side. So shifting the weight onto the right, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, swing it through. Dropping that right heel, come up into warrior one. Holding it here, know what to do now. Gazing forward, hips are squared, biceps to ears. On your inhale, straighten that left leg, open up the hips, turning that right foot into perpendicular angle, and then back into warrior two. Careful of your balance also. So finding that sweet spot that works for you. Keeping it there. Gazing forward. Chest is up. Straightening that left leg. We kind of reach forward as we send the hips back, and then we bring the arms down. So again, if you can't make it all the way down onto the mat, feel free to use your shin, or if you have a yoga block, you can grab it, or you place the foot on the inner part of your ankle and holding it here. Now we're gazing on the right side of the room. Good job, everybody. And now we bend the knees, use the abs to kind of bring ourselves back up into warrior two. Rotate, bring the hips up so we can go into warrior one. And we send the hands down, step it back into plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Very nice. Taking a second here, nice deep inhale. And exhale out. All right, keep moving on. We're gonna come back to that right side, so shift the weight onto the left. Inhale, right leg up. Swing it on through. Coming in to our warrior one. Hold it. Chest up. 2 breaths here. On your inhale, straighten open. Exhale, warrior two. Hold it here, check your positioning. Squeeze those quads, chest is lifted. Straighten out the leg. Shift forward, bring it down. Triangle. Gazing on the left side of the room. Legs stay nice and straight. And if you want, you can start turning that head, trying to look up at your hand to add a little bit of a challenge for balance. Spreading those fingertips apart as you're reaching up towards the ceiling. Bend that knee, inhale, bring yourself back up, and we're going to reverse warrior. So right knee bends, left leg straight. You can wrap your hand behind the low back as you reach behind you, or you can place that hand on the leg gently. Anytime we're having our arm on a joint, you don't want to put too much pressure. Hold here, palms gazing away from you as you look at your palm. Good, and slowly swing yourself down, and we're gonna step it back into plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Very nice. Shifting it over to the right side so you can inhale your left leg up. Exhale, swing it through. Dropping that right heel, creating that straight 9. Inhale, warrior one. Hold it here, nice and tall. Chest is lifted, chin up. Shoulder blades down and back. Straighten, open up the hips. Warrior two. Hold it there. Perpendicular with the back leg. Nice and straight. Chest is lifted. Straighten out that left leg. Shift the weight forward and down as you push your hips back. Triangle. Gazing on the right side of the room. And then again, you can add a little bit of a challenge by rotating and look up towards the hand if you can. If not, if that throws you off, feel free to just still look just straight ahead. And breathe. Good. Awesome job, guys. Going through it. Keep it up. We're gonna bend that knee. We're gonna use our abs to help us up. We're gonna shift a little bit of a back bend, wrapping your hand either behind the back, resting it on the right leg as the palm gazes away from you for reverse warrior. Fingertips together. Holding it here. And then exhale, we're gonna swing the arms down and we're gonna step it back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Wonderful, wonderful. Very nice. All right, back to the top. We're almost done with this sequence. So shifting the weight onto the left. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, swing it through, dropping the heels. Inhale to warrior one. Hips forward. Biceps to ears, chest tall. Inhale, straighten, open up. Exhale, warrior two, fingertips together. Chest is lifted, gazing forward, squeezing those muscles, legs and arms, keeping everything nice and straight. Straighten out that right leg, slightly reach, drop it down, triangle. Gazing on the left side, add a little bit of that challenge by using that right hand. Straighten those fingertips apart, keeping those palms nice and proud, gazing away. Bending that knee, lifting up, reverse warrior. You're here or here, palm is facing away. And now we're gonna bring ourselves back, step it, and I want you to come on the single leg with the right leg down, left leg up. We're gonna go into our warrior three. So with warrior three, we wanna think about reaching forward as we're kicking behind us, okay? So on that leg, we're gonna bring our arms up, and then as we exhale, we're gonna kick back, and we're gonna reach forward with the hands. So holding it here, trying to work on, I'm not doing the best of jobs, but try not to open those hips. We're gonna keep it squared. Point the hips behind you, and we're reaching out in front. We're trying to create that straight line. If it's difficult, you can always bend the knee. That way you can get a little deeper. And we're gonna do airplane wings where we send our arms behind us. Good. Inhale, bring yourself back up, feet together, and right into it, we bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop it back into plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. All right, onto that left side. Shift the weight onto the left, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, shift the weight onto the right leg, lift the left leg up. I think I said that. And swing it through, dropping the heel, inhale, into our warrior one. Whew. Holding that there. Few breaths. Straighten, open, warrior two. Hold it here, fingertips together. Chest is lifted. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, down. Triangle. Gazing up at the fingertips or straight ahead on that right side. Bending the knee, using your abs to come into reverse warrior. And then swinging yourself to come up and kick out. Warrior three. Really work on hips down as best as you can, reaching in front. Now send the arms back for airplane. Chest up, back up, stand it up, feet together. And now we're gonna move a little faster into it. Dip back down into a forward fold. halfway lift, step it or hop it, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. All right, settle into that for a second. Take a nice deep breath in, long breath out. All right, we're gonna move into that sequence. Now we've gone through it, the whole thing, a little faster. We're gonna do it 2 times on one side and 2 times on the other before we take our next water break and move on to our core. So shifting our weight onto our left, inhale the right leg up. Here we go, exhale, inhale, up into warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale to exhale, triangle. Inhale into reverse. And then step it out. Woo, hold it. So we're gonna hold for a second. And then up. Back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Step it or hop it, plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Left side, shift the weight on the right. Left leg up. Swing it through. Inhale, warrior 1. Inhale to exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, shift and exhale, triangle. Inhale to reverse warrior. And then step it out, warrior 3. Hold to here. All right, back up to the top. 2 more. Down, inhale, halfway lift. Step it, hop it, blink. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And back into downward dog. Right side, inhale up. Exhale, swing through. Inhale to warrior 1. And exhale to warrior 2. Triangle, shift the weight. Arms open up. Inhale to warrior, reverse warrior. And exhale, kick out in front, hold. Exhale, we're airplane. Inhale back, step it, hands come together. Bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop it, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Left side, shift the weight onto our right. Left leg up, exhale, swing through. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Straighten, shift, triangle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, swing out, warrior 3. Airplane wings. Inhale, back up, hands together, and then arms down by your side. Woo! All right, very nice. Go ahead and grab some water. That was great. Good job, everybody. Hopefully that broke a sweat. It definitely did for me. All right, we're now on to our core work. We're going to start with some planks like we did last time, side planks and some boats. And then we're going to add some bicycle crunches. Okay, so planks. This time, last time we did our flow, we had ourselves on our hands. This time we're going to be on our elbows. So that's what I would encourage for you. If you're finding that elbows is too challenging and you'd prefer to do it from your hands, find that push-up position. But if you're ready, come on forearms. We're going to hold like this. So come onto your belly on your mat. We're going to be here for 30 seconds. All right, get ready. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and up. Hold it. So when we're in plank, we want to think about squeezing the glutes, which is our butt, squeezing our quads, which is our thighs, locking out those knees and not being up high. You want to see if you can get shoulder and hip in one straight line. 10 more seconds. And don't hold your breath, keep breathing. We've got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Awesome. Onto our sides, we're gonna be on our elbows like we did last time, either stacking the knees together with the down knee elevated, or we're having our feet stacked together or crossing one in front, one behind. We're here for 30 seconds. Get ready. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Lift and hold. Good. Keep it here. Elevate and breathe. We're thinking about working through the right side of our obliques. Let's see. We've got 9 more seconds. Awesome job, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, down. Woo! Awesome. Taking it over to the other side. Same thing. Want to stack the feet together, cross one foot in front of the other, or bend that inner knee for support. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and up. We're holding it, squeezing the obliques, keeping them nice and high, reaching with that arm up. Good job, you're halfway done. 10 more seconds. Keep it there, keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew! Okay, and now we're gonna move on to boat. So for boat, I want you to think about seated, so flip on over. We're gonna have the knees bent and slightly elevated, so we're here. If you need to modify, you can bring the heels down. We're also going for another 30-second hold. When you lean back, that makes it harder. If you lean forward, it makes it easier. So if you're here, but you want to challenge yourself, just lean more back. If your feet are elevated, leaning back makes it more difficult. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Hold it. Bracing with the abs, palms are facing up, arms by the side as you're elevated and breathing. Pointing those toes, keeping those feet together, knees are bent. Find that position that works for you. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Very nice. Bicycle crunches, if you haven't done those before, I'll demonstrate first. So essentially you're gonna place your hands behind your head. I like to interlace my fingers, or you can do them here with kind of by the ears. Knees are bent, and we're thinking knee to elbow while we flex the feet. So this is the way to do it. If you want to speed it up, make it a little harder on yourself, or you can slow it down and still make it pretty challenging. But I'll leave the speed up to you. We're here for 30 seconds. Ready, set, and go. So thinking about knee to elbow as you rotate side to side, flexing the feet, that way you're kicking out, and finding that speed that works for you. If you find it challenging, you need to kick higher up, makes it easier. Bring your feet lower down, makes it harder. You've got 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Bring those knees into your chest. And relax. Rock side by side. Very nice. Lucky for you, we get to do this all over again. Woo! One more set through, we got this. So we're gonna start back into plank. So flipping on over. I feel like I'm traveling a little bit, so we'll bring ourselves here. All right, so we're on our forearms. We're here for 30 seconds, okay? So nice deep breath. 3, 2, 1, and up. Hold it there. So if you find yourself, you need some support, bring your feet wider, makes it easier. Bring your feet together, makes it harder. So find that level that works for you. Keep squeezing, keep breathing, keep holding. You've got 10 seconds left. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Awesome. Let's roll on to our right side. 30 seconds here. You got this. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. Hold it there. Squeeze and breathe. I think about hips nice and high as best as I can. Working through that right oblique. Good job. You're already halfway done. Hold and keep breathing. You got this. All right, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, flip it over to the other side. This is the last part of probably the hardest part of your workout today. Starting back up in 3, 2, 1, and lift. Hold it. Good, keep it here and breathe. Hips nice and high, working through those obliques. 10 more seconds. Got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Very good. All right, we're flipping it over. We've got our boat pose. I'm going to add another level of intensity. So you can keep it there if you want to, be in boat. I encourage you to get a little bit more uncomfortable this time around, or you can join me in a V position. All right? All right, nice deep breath. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So hold it here in boat first. And if you're ready, straight out those legs. Oh yeah. Working through those abs. Keeping those feet together. Breathing. Very nice. You're halfway done. Got 10 seconds. Keep it there. Keep working. Keep fighting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Ow. All right, bicycles. Last thing. Grab some water and we'll start our stretching. We're going in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're here. Kicking. Working through the core. Abs are nice and tight as you breathe. Remember, higher you go, a little easier it gets. The lower you stay, the harder, the more challenging it is. 15 seconds, you got this. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ah, very nice. Bring those knees into the chest and rock side by side. Ah, well done, everybody. Nice deep breath in and out. All right, let's do a little rolling forward and back. Kind of get a little bit massage on that back. And then have a seat. So we'll go ahead and grab some water. We're going to move on to some deep stretching. So join me in your downward dog. So kind of come back. We're going to come into pigeon first. So hips are nice and high. We're going to start with that right leg. So lift it up and then bring that leg forward. Walk it back with the back leg. We're going to start in tall pigeon first, which is you're just here. I'm going to bring myself to the side. And I'm thinking about nice and tall and just pushing the hips down. And then from here, we're now going to walk our hands so we can drop the head and neck. Let it relax. And if this is all that's good for you, you can hang out here, or you can extend those arms a little further and you can rest your forehead onto the mat. So find that place that works for your body and breathe. The goal now is, as your heart rate was elevated, we're trying to bring it back down. So nice deep breathing. Allowing allowing your body to just melt onto the mat. Continue to allow that heart rate get slower and slower, decrease. Good. And allow yourself to get deeper into that stretch too. So if you find yourself, you're on your forearms, and as you're resting, maybe allow your arms to walk out a little bit more in front. That way you can allow that forehead to come down onto the mat a little bit better. And if you're here resting with your forehead already on the mat, maybe you walk your hands a little bit more forward, or you allow that foot to come a little bit higher up. Whatever works for you, find that just a little bit deeper as we're in the stretch. Well done. So slowly, wherever you are, gently bring yourself up. We don't want to do it too fast. We're going to come up to our hands so we can go back into downward dog. So we're tucking the right or the left toes, sending that right leg back. Take a second if you need to kind of wobble it out just to get that blood flow back. We're going to lift the left leg high, and we're going to bring it forward, bend that knee, and then we're going to walk that right leg back. We're going to start by being nice and tall here, in that tall pigeon, gazing forward. And then now gently bring that upper body down, head and neck relaxes. And again, finding that place that works for you. You might discover one side being more tight than the other, and that's okay. Deep breaths. Walking the arms a little bit more forward if you can, dropping that head and neck onto the mat. And breathe. Remember, it's all about you and your poses, finding what works best for you. Keep listening to that body. Slowly, using your hands to gently bring your arms up. We're going to just have a roll onto that left hip side, and then we're just going to swing the legs forward so we can come into our forward or seated forward fold. So legs are straight together, flex those toes. We did last time. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, we're going to reach out in front. So if you can't grab the toes, you're grabbing onto the shin, the ankles, 2 fingers, hook around the big toes if you can, dropping the head and neck, and just breathe here. Allow that spine to round, elongate. Allow the chin to tuck into the chest. Allow and feel that stretch from the tailbone down the spine, maybe into the back of the legs as you're here and holding and breathing. With each exhale, you're trying to sink a little deeper. So where I started on this pose, I maybe have moved a little bit, because as we exhale, my goal is to just get a little bit deeper, allow that body to feel a little bit more relaxed, so that way the muscles can elongate. I'm going to go ahead and release the hands, and chin to chest, kind of come up into one vertebrae at a time. Your chest is up. Spinal twist. So we're going to bend the right knee. We're going to cross it over on the left leg. Left leg stays straight. So do that with me. You're going to take the left arm. You're going to brace it over the elbow to the right knee. Taking the right, bringing it behind you. Place the left hand on top of the right hip. And now you're twisting and looking over that right shoulder. So go ahead and find that place. And just with each exhale, the goal is to look a little further behind that right shoulder. Keep looking, looking, looking. Good. Couple more breaths. And gently release. Awesome. I'm gonna shake it out. We're gonna do the other side. So bend that left knee over the right leg, taking that right arm, placing that elbow onto the knee, taking the left arm and placing it behind you. And then you can place that hand onto the hip. And you're shifting. You can either be on the fingers of your hands or the palm, depending on your flexibility. And you're looking behind that left shoulder as you twist and breathe. You twist and breathe. Holding it here for a few more breaths. And gently release. All right, happy baby. So coming back to kind of to the center, gently bring yourself down. We're gonna grab the outer part of our feet, allowing the knees to roll out to the side and rocking side to side, just letting yourself relax. And go ahead and whatever feels good for you. You can straighten one leg, let the other leg bend. And kind of both leg out. Feeling a good stretch here. Noticing what part in your body is asking for a little bit more love. Allowing the knees to just come to the sides of your chest and not collapse onto your rib cage. And as you exhale, the goal is to kind of use a little bit of the hands to allow pressure to let the knees kind of push a little bit out to the side, feeling deeper stretches. All right, very nice. We're gonna slowly, gently bring our legs down. You can wobble and make your way to where your legs are straight out. We're gonna come into our final pose, which is Savasana. So as you lay into Savasana, if you want to quickly grab a sip of water, you can do so. We're laying on our backs. We're allowing the feet to kind of roll out to the side. Our arms are by our sides with the palms facing up, fingertips allowing them to curl on in. We're resting our head, allowing the jaw, our mouths to just relax. Thinking about the tongue placed on the top of your mouth. Taking a nice deep breath in and a long breath out. We're going to practice that box breathing we did last time with a 4 count. As we inhale, you're going to hold it for 4 counts. And then you're going to exhale for 4 counts. And you're going to hold it for 4 counts. We'll do that a few times. And then I'll let you to enjoy Savasana for a little bit before we end. All right, so following along with the breathing as your eyes are closed and just listening to my counting and following along. Inhale, let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I'll let you continue to focus and meditate on that breath. Be present in this stillness. Try to focus on not moving at all. And as you slowly start to awaken, start by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Shift over to one side. Create a pillow with the arm underneath. And let's take a few breaths here. Ready, go ahead and use your hands to help you sit up into a seated position. All right, awesome job, everyone. Bring your hands together and namaste, bow. Very good. All right, hope you enjoyed today's practice, and I will see you guys all next time.